Yes, it is Friday, the 16th. Welcome to the meditation channel. This is Scott. I hope you're doing good. I'm doing pretty good myself. I'd like to do a brief talk and then get into a practice. Today we'll go for about a half an hour, 25 minutes. And today I'd like to talk a little bit about control, and it's just a fascinating subject. You know, we'd like to have control over ourselves, control over our life, and it's a funny thing. The ego would like to have complete control, would like to have 100% control over ourselves or outcomes of situations. It would like things to go its way. There's a way in which we learn as young children, if we're healthy, that we don't always get our way, that we don't always immediately become satisfied with our desires. And I think this is healthy, that we at least have this knowledge or this wherewithal that things may not work out the way I planned. And learning how to sort of navigate life in a more mature, understanding view. That yes, we do have our desires, but the justice or the application of what we think is right isn't always what's made manifest in the world around us. And I think one of the scarier implications of creating your own reality sort of magically allows people permission to not really self-reflect on what they want in the world in such a way that maybe the things that they want aren't necessarily good things for them or for others. And this is useful because it helps you kind of shake out of a mold or a kind of bubble way of thinking about you as the center of the universe, and everything around you, other people, are conspiring just for your own enrichment and enjoyment. So control is a little different. We have control over our breath, so our breathing is both autonomic and under our voluntary control. So you don't have to think to breathe, which is why when you fall asleep, your body is still breathing, and you wake up. We have the ability to voluntarily control our breath, which is why I think the breath is such a gateway or a doorway into the more meditative states. Because you're working with something that both you don't have to think about to do, but you can also voluntarily control, so to speak, your breath to get into kind of more embodied presence, which is why I think for thousands of years we've used the breath as this, they call it a meditation object, but for me it's more of a meditation gateway or a door. And the kind of prescription of following your breath might be useful for some people, but I think it's a kind of a turn off after a while. People say just follow your breath, just follow your breath. Where are you following your breath to, is what I like to say. And what you're following it to is the moment of this moment. You're following it to this body, your emotions, and your mind. So, that being said, that's a good amount of speaking. Let's start with a practice, closing our eyes. We'll begin with charging up the breath, deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Allowing the breath to fill the whole torso, chest, abdomen, side ribs, back body, pelvic floor. So if you can just soften a little bit of tension on the out breath. And we'll do 3 more. Very good. And allowing your breath to return to your usual way of breathing. Begin the process of feeling your body and the earth underneath you. And on the in-breath, feeling your body, the different sensations, tingling, pulsing, pressure, temperature. And on the out-breath, a downward movement of melting or softening through your body and into the earth. And with each breath wave, each breath cycle is an opportunity to soften just a little bit more on the out-breath, melting down through your body and into the earth. Good, and then bringing your attention up into your heart, feeling your heart space on the in-breath, softening your heart on the out-breath, in and around your heart. And becoming more aware of your emotions, what's present for you emotionally right now. And it could be any of the 5 main cardinal emotions like anger, sadness, fear, joy, or shame. And without making your emotions or your feeling wrong or bad, just allowing yourself to feel them a little bit right now. And bringing your attention up into your head, feeling your head on the in-breath, and on the out-breath, softening tension in and around your head, behind your eyes, your third eye, the top part of your head, your neck, and your jaw, just allowing tension to melt on the out-breath. Just noticing how active your mind is, the busyness level of activity of your mind. Is your thoughts coming in very quickly, or is things more calm and peaceful? Just noticing what your mind is like right now. And just remaining uninvolved with your thoughts, letting your thoughts come and go, with the anchor of the feeling of your head as a grounding resource. Very good. And then now we'll spend some time with the eyes open, feeling a soft gaze with your eyes, and not, when we open our eyes, everything that we just did disappearing, just allowing yourself to kind of softly enter the visual space. And on the in-breath, feeling around you, feeling the environment around you on the in-breath, and then on the out-breath, feeling inside you, your interiority, on the out-breath, downward movement through your body and into the earth. Noticing the subtlety of outside environment and then inside interiority of self. Very good. And then from here we can set our prayers and our intentions for the day. May the work that we do ripple out into our own life and out into the community. Amen. Thank you for joining me, and hope you have an awesome Friday. I'm gonna take it easy. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.